So now that we have all the domain issues and also the email stuff taken care of, we can actually move on to getting started with the actual website. So you just go to squarespace.com and say create site. And what it's going to do is it's going to display all the different templates that are available for you to start with. So you should have an idea of what your business is going to be about. I mean, is it going to be an online store where you sell physical products, ship them to people? Are you a entertainment and media company? Are you into music? Are you creating a wedding website? There's a lot of different options here, and you can also sort by featured, latest, most popular, etc. And one thing that's smart to do is if you're starting a business of any kind, have an idea of what some other businesses have been, designing their websites like. Take a look and see what kind of functionalities they needed, and then look through these sites and get an idea of what is going to match your layout that you kind of have designed in your head. You should have an idea of how you're going to relay the information, and then pick the site that you think is going to um, you know, best help you accomplish that goal. Now, remember, by picking a template here, you're not actually required to stay with it. You could always switch later, but it's best to at least have an idea, okay? So let's say that we're looking to create a store to actually sell, uh, let's say, fashion products like purses or clothing or whatnot. And so let's say online store. You want to create an online store, right? And this is becoming more popular. A lot of people want to do this these days. So let's say you're like, okay, I really like this store layout. I like the way it looks. Let's preview it. You could say start with Jaunt. That's the name of this store, or preview Jaunt. Then you could start with Clay or preview Clay. Let's say you preview Jaunt. And this will give you an idea of what the website would actually look like. You can see they have different products on here. Say, I don't really like this one. Okay, so back up. Or if you're on it, what you could do actually, here, you could just exit right here. See this X on the right? And then you're out. And let's say that you take a look at this one, Indigo, and you say, I like Indigo. I like the functionality. They have connections up here for Twitter, Instagram. Oh, look at that. Subscribe to our newsletter. It even has a pop-up here. So you could get emails from people, okay, and build a database. But let's say this just isn't for you. This isn't the site that you feel is right. So exit out, and then oh, look at this. This one really looks like something that would be perfect because let's say you're selling purses and fashion accessories, and you feel like this is the best site. I'm just saying hypothetically. You need to spend about a good day looking through all of this to figure out which one is going to work best for you. Okay, so let's decide on this one and say, okay, start with this design. Now it's going to ask you to actually create your account. And don't worry, it's still free at this point, and you can actually experiment with it and see if you're comfortable with it 100%. And so let's say your name is Brittany, and your last name is Flowers, let's say. Okay. And your email address, and I actually set one up earlier, and this is why you want to have your email address taken care of beforehand, your domain and your email address, because now you could just put the address in here that that you got. But because I didn't actually purchase anything, I was just showing you guys how it works. I created just a Gmail address so that we could use that for this example. Okay, so it's just Brittany's Bags Paris. So she's making purses and she wants to say they're made in Paris, I guess. Maybe they are. So Brittany's Bags Paris at gmail.com. And this is just super hypothetical. Let's confirm the email. At gmail.com. And you'd create a password. That will be your Squarespace password. Then you agree to the terms and sign up. Okay, so now you're actually in Squarespace. Here we go. And let's say what kind of site is this? It's definitely not any of these things, right? They just want you to declare what kind of business you're running. So it's actually, let's see, it's fashion. So it is fashion and beauty. You're selling accessories. Next, you go site goals. Your goal is what? To sell physical products online. That looks like the most logical choice. And then next. And then let's say this is fashion products from Paris. Fashion products and accessories from Paris. Okay, next. And that was just a description. Then you create a site title. What is it going to be called? Britney's. There we go. There's your site. And what they've done here is because you picked a template, or we picked a template, should I say, that already has some stuff in here, there's already a design layout that's been created, okay? And so what that does is it makes it easy for you when moving forward because it gives you an idea of, to be honest, if you really wanted to, you could just switch things out in here and make it your own, but you could also completely redo it and completely customize it. And that is completely up to you. So what we're going to do is now we've actually gotten you to where you have a Squarespace. We're going to start setting everything up in the next section, and we're going to actually teach you. You're going to learn how everything in here works, and for the most part, know how to do pretty much everything you're going to need to actually produce your own website and get it up and running.